So how to deal with all these situations and scenarios.
Well, I heard there's also a good side of it is that whereby they will excel in some certain
areas.
Yes, because see, the mind is a very different thing. One doctor says that there are some parts in the brain which is not connected, so they have that problem, so we have to handle that. But there are other parts which is overloaded, so they become intelligent on certain things. In fact, there is another very low percentage which is called savant. Savant means they're like super intelligent in certain things.
Deficient
excellent in deficient, most of the time deficient in communication and social.
It's true.
But they're like really excellent in drawing. You know, they see things in 10 minutes, they're able to do it everything all in detail. Or in numbers, there are some who are really computer geniuses. There are some very excellent people, very famous people who also has autism. A lot of it are in Americas. But here we have yet to find those talents.
In your case, Najib, for example, what is he inclined towards?
He's inclining to drawings.
Drawings, huh?
Drawings. He does a lot of drawings. He's so obsessed.
He has some of his drawings?
Yeah, he's so obsessed with drawings. He would see things like a creative director look.
Oh, really? Potential future director of Capital TV. That's right. Look forward to it.
I assume it's like a little storyboard.
That's right.
It's a little storyboard.
So it's in sequence, except we don't know how.
Yes, I can see there are many types of. Maybe if I can read, it's more like traveling. Because there's a little dragonfly, if I'm not mistaken, there's a little fish, so it travels.
It's moving, and then it goes on.
Moving object, it's something that
He's seeing scenery, perhaps.
He's actually very happy in this picture because it's not black all the time. It's very colorful. Perhaps this one he's not really happy with it. Not too sure. This one he got a bit of frustration in there.
This one we can see he loves cars.
Definitely,
just like any
he
boy.
keeps on drawing cars.
Cars, oh, future Formula 1 driver.
Wow.
Oh wow, Mercedes some more. He has good taste. He has good taste. That's right. Fantastic.
So Zamri, what about your
son? My son inclined to all the IT things, but specifically on the animations.
Animation.
For example, he likes to see, you see, when TV montage. You see TV montage. There is a flying object here and that, text scrolling, moving objects. So he's like a lot on that. So in fact, just a few weeks ago, he created his own VCD where he downloaded all the videos and compiled into one VCD format. So I just guide him how to do it and burn it into CD.
Editor and director all combined into one. All right. Okay, hold that thought for a moment. We're going to take a quick commercial break right now. So you can see autism can be something which is very complex, while deficient in one areas can be very creative and gifted in others. Now, when we come back from this commercial break, we're going to talk more in terms of what Autism Malaysia, what role they play, and looking forward to it, how they can help those of you who have autistic kids. So stay tuned right after this.
Handling with the public is a problem.
Alright, welcome back to the Morning Bell. This is the last segment of our Morning Bell today, and we have heard about how to diagnose and so on and so on. What are the symptoms? Let's just talk about how are the treatments like? What are the because I've heard a lot of kids like that, but there's no special school. What are the treatments like? How can it affect them as they grow older? because I've come to see a place whereby they charge really expensive. Those are the people that where they can afford.
Can afford, yeah.
So Zamri, can you share with us a bit about the role in terms of the Autism Malaysia?
Okay.
Do they give treatments?
Autism Malaysia is a quite new society organizations.
Support group.
Is actually as a parent support groups. Okay, we don't have any centers, but we have a network of people who knows where to get those treatment, whether expensive or less expensive, right? We are sharing information about autism, sharing experience, knowledge among parents, how we are raising our autism.
Akin to a support group,
Yes,
in the sense
support
people
group.
to come
Yes,
for
yes.
information, guidance,
Yes.
Yes,
counselling.
Only parents knows how to handle.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well
and
said.
then through the Autism Malaysia, we sharing the true information about autism, because some people, many people misunderstood.
That's right. Misconceptions about what autism
yes.
is all about.
And then, of course, a place for parents to share their happiness and sadness.
That they are not alone, right? I think that was
correct.
one of the most difficult
There
things
is a
at the
support
beginning.
because most organizations that available in Malaysia just providing service, but not support in moral everything. So AM Autism Malaysia provide that.
Right.
I'm actually quite curious to know, let's say we have fever, we know we take Panadol. If we cancer, they go for chemotherapy. What about autistic? What type of
Autistic is more on therapies. Therapies, and some control their food intake, like Mumtazah.
intake.
Yeah, food intake. They call it GFCF.
GFCF.
What's that?
Gluten-free, casein-free
Yeah.
diet program.
Sounds very healthy. That's what I support.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Gluten-free.
How does that help?
Actually, controlling the diet will actually help to reduce 30% of autism. That's a lot for us.
Yeah,
1% is still a lot. So 30% helps about a lot. And then the other 70% is mainly on therapy sessions, dealing with the kids themselves, the behavioral, the things that you do every day, and all the physical exercises that you have to do daily with the child.
Like my son, when he was first diagnosed, is the hyperactive. I think is at the high side.
I can imagine.
So of course the sugar and carbohydrate things must be controlled.
You got to cut down,
Cut down. Yes,
otherwise too
control.
much energy.
Yes,
more
but
energy.
we cannot cut totally. But we have
So it
control
does work this way through all
because
the
it's
different
hyper. We control the diet.
Do you have any other children?
Yeah. The eldest one is 15 years old.
15 years old.
Yeah.
So how is the interaction like?
Because it's a boy and boy.
Oh, yeah. Double trouble.
So boy and boy is quite quite hard,
Challenging,
challenging, because the typical boys has their own desire and
That's right. That's right.
There are some other treatments where, in medical terms, sometimes they give drugs, like Ritalin and everything, to control the behavior. If it's used wrongly, it can become addicted and may affect other parts of the body.
Side effects as well, right?
Yes,
Yes, correct.
definitely. Every drugs have side effects. There are, but really need to be monitored real closely. Only when it's absolute.
Like talking about the drug, we experienced my son take that medicine, the Ritalin, for about 1 year. So it really affect his appetite, his body weight drop, everything. So after that we stop. We make a decision to stop. By taking the drug is actually a decision of parents. The doctors, the therapists can advise you, but the decision is parents.
Is it advisable to take them out into public?
Yeah,
You
of
have
course.
to.
You have to.
But you really have to control it. For me, when I took my son in public, sometimes he started to have his tantrums or meltdowns in the shopping mall. So I would always carry along this card. This card says, our special child has autism. So we'll explain. So I'll just give free to the onlookers who started
to do your own awareness as well.
Yes, especially when you fly.
Oh boy.
It's very, very challenging when he gets hyper and when the cabin pressure changes, then you start to have some problems. So what we did was that, of course, we tell the airline first. We tell the
cabin crew
and
all that,
and everything. And then we'll tell the neighbors. We give each one of them this card. 100% of them are always very helpful.
Of course.
If not, imagine if he sits at the back, he starts kicking the seat in front, you know.
If I did not know about it, I would have turned around and give you that look.
Yes.
Please control your child, you know. Sometimes
we're so used to that look. We're so used to that look.
How I'm sure it's very challenging. I'm sure it has been very difficult for you both, taking your child out to the public and people all staring and with all that. How do you actually overcome it, on a daily basis? How do you stay strong? How?
Well, for
going back to the center with all the parents together.
For me, myself saying that my son is a gift.
It's a gifted.
It's a gift.
Gifted child.
Okay, so I have to take care of him, and then regardless of what people are saying. So that is my stand. So whatever people say is their opinion.
That's right.
So don't bother at all.
Most importantly, you and your spouse have got to work together in the situation. When we face that problem, it's got to be together. We don't want the other one start running away.
That's right.
And
Which can happen, right?
Which can happen because there are certain cases where the other one is still in denial.
Right. Now, Autism Malaysia, you mentioned, is more of a support group. How do you work together with NASOM, which is the national body?
Okay, currently we don't have any official collaboration, but we do recommend some parents go to NASOM to have diagnosed, assessment, doing therapies over there. That is our role. That is AM role.
Right. Now, what advice would you give to a parent who sees certain characteristics in the child which could indicate autism? Would it be to approach NASOM immediately, or?
Normally, when they join our group, they will ask, "Hey, my son, my daughter have this characteristic,
behavior and all that.
Do they have autism?"
Right.
We can't.
Of course.
Right? But we divert them to a therapist where the nearest to their place.
Right. Someone who is a specialist who will be able to actually understand.
In the Autism Malaysia group, there are therapists inside there who actually give free advice.
Free advice. So all the information there is free.
So Zamri, is there any upcoming events?
This coming weekend, we will joining charity walk organized by PS Pusat Sains Negara. So we invite people to support the charity because Autism Malaysia will be one of the
receivers.
Donation receivers.
Oh, the recipients. I'm sure you have a booth there as well.
Yes,
to share information and create greater awareness about autism in Malaysia, right?
And upcoming, because we are going to have Ramadan, Puasa and Hari Raya, right? So we will having
Hari Raya gathering.
We are almost running out of time. Can you help me to do this? If those parents are actually still living in denial, is there any advice for them?
Basically, don't take it as a problem. Don't take it as a problem. Take it as a gift from God. That is because autistic is a special kind, special kids. Because in Muslim we call it anak syurga. Because in Muslim, this child is confirmed to heaven, to heaven. So we have a ticket. We have a ticket already. So that is a positive side.
That's right. You have to look at the positive side.
Definitely.
Yes.
Now, with regards to finding more information, where can they go to if they like to?
They can visit to website www.autism.my or Facebook www.facebook.com/groups/autism.malaysia.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Zamri, thank you very much. Mumtaz, thank you very much. So there you have it, the website as you can see on screen right now.
And the Facebook as well.
If you'd like to know more information, remember, denial is not the way to go about it. This is God's gift to you. So please play your part and do the right thing.
Don't be selfish.
Yeah.
Don't be selfish. Don't just think about your own self. You have to think about the children, the child as well.
That's right. So that's all the time we have for our Morning Bell today. We hope you found today's session very informative. And my name is Raj Chara together with Joanne Kwan, signing off from another episode of Morning Bell. See you same place, same time tomorrow.